Good morning, everyone. We're about to bring you the latest COVID-19 UAE updates. However, if you found this podcast through an article, which so many of you are doing, please hit that subscribe button wherever you get your podcasts so you can get your Dubai news daily. Good morning, Dubai. Are we live? Yes. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, where we go through all the trending stories that everyone in Dubai is talking about. Today, new labour laws announced in the UAE. Guys, these are golden rules for private sector workers, so stay tuned.
And we'll also be talking about Dubai police saved the day after a 5-year-old lost his prized possession of Expo passport.
And also, Etihad is allowing pets to fly with their owners. Very exciting.
Oh, wow. And you can go to the Expo for just 45 dirhams.
And stay tuned, because later we're going to have Salma, Ismail in studio talking anything yoga flow and animal flow fitness, which is super exciting. But before we get into it, today's show is sponsored by the Global Village Blimp.
Oh my God, you can't even...
Can you not see it anymore?
No, it's just gone.
Today's show is not sponsored by the Global Village Blimp.
No, it is. They got it all the way here for us. And
they put it right there.
But then it floated away.
So when we came into the studio like 20 minutes ago, it was literally like perfect sponsorship.
Right outside.
So if anyone else would like to sponsor the show with a blimp and put it there, that's a pretty cool way to do it. Smart.
Right? And today we just found out that blimps they have a pilot driving them around. I didn't know that.
Not either.
Yeah, I found out
yeah. I actually I still don't know. Like, sure, is there a way to operate it?
You know, I would think remote control. It may make sense, you know, like if it's just remote control, but I guess not. Blimps have a pilot.
And has everyone seen this massive yellow signage for Global Village?
It's mostly around this area: Dubai Marina, T-Com, Barsha, JLT.
It's so chill, and it's just like we're getting so many DMs of people sharing it, and because they have done it, are more brands going to do blimps now? Is this going to be a thing? Could we get a Lovin blimp?
We get excited
with
about
your face on it.
Oh my God!
Imagine.
Say more.
Imagine. And imagine if you had a little loudspeaker with you speaking.
Why do you laugh? No, why do you laugh?
I just can imagine my doggy Goose getting super excited about seeing that every morning. She'd love it.
Oh, mommy, look.
Anyway, the blimp has now moved away, which made this whole story segment irrelevant. So should we jump into the top stories?
No. Sure.
Okay, jumping in. Thank you, Ali, for that. The new labour laws announced in the UAE yesterday. They are pertaining to your leave, they are pertaining to gender equality in the workplace, and also pretty much all benefits for the private sector, all pertaining to your welfare. So guys, do listen up. These are golden rules coming into effect from February 2022, yes. And it will basically give more flexibility to private sector roles. Now, there's a whole lot into this. There's an article on Lovin Dubai right now that Vishnavi wrote last night, and it really kind of gives you a very kind of defined look at each particular point. So I would suggest checking that out if you're interested in what we have to say. So included in the law are provisions for a new work model, which permit part-time, temporary and flexible work. The new work model also covers freelancing and condensed working weeks, shared job models, which is a big thing in England and Ireland. Tell me if it's a big thing in your country, but shared job models, and also self-employment and 3-year contract options. It also looks like, yes, it keeps going. It also looks at different leave opportunities. So not exactly an opportunity, but for example, morning leave ranging from 3 to 5 days. So if you're in mourning for the death of a relative, you can be granted 3 to 5 days, coming into effect from February. According to the decree of the deceased relatives. Besides, all employees will be eligible for 5-day parental leave, so that's paternity leave, 5 days. All employees who have completed a 2-year tenure with a company will be entitled to a 10-day study leave per year, provided that they are enrolled in an accreditation institution within the UAE. Oh. So after 2 years with your job, you can potentially go back and study again. You have 10 days leave permitted. As long as the institution is in the UAE.
So only 10 days?
10 days.
Okay.
Take the 10 days. I see what you're getting at, though.
Yeah.
But what if it's like an online thing and then you have to go in for a couple of days?
Like for examinations or something. So do you have to? Can you take them like 10 days altogether? Or
I don't have the updates on that, but there's 10 days, and I think it just opens up the opportunity for people to consider. Oh, I hadn't really thought about going back to study, and I could do it in the UAE. Had you ever thought about that?
Go back.
I hadn't thought of it.
I never know.
Could happen. Also, guys, maternity leave was looked at. So women are eligible for 60 days maternity leave with 45 days paid leave and 15 days on half wage. Furthermore, new mothers can also avail of an additional 45 days without pay upon finishing the maternity leave. So that really kind of ramps that up a bit. Mothers of babies with special needs will be entitled to an additional 30-day leave, which is really fantastic, after completing their maternity leave period. This can also be extended for another 30 days with no pay. So it's great news for new moms.
It really is. Now, all employees who have completed a 2-year tenure with a company will be entitled to a 10-day study leave per year, provided that they are enrolled in a accredited institution within the UAE, like Casey said. And it also discusses freelancing, it discusses flexible work, and also condensed work week, which is all very, very, very exciting, because the part that got me the most is condensed work week.
Yeah, it's we're kind of just siphoning through all of what was announced last night. There's a whole lot there to see how it will be rolled out.
Now, it also has anti-bullying and harassment points, states provisions for the employment of teenagers, followed by provisions on working overtime and what you are entitled to if you are working overtime.
Yeah, like there's really a whole lot on this. So for example, if you're working overtime at night from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m., you'll be entitled to like a 50% increase on your wage at that time. If you're working for more than 5 hours at any point, you should be entitled to a 1 hour lunch break. And if you're working overtime during your day, like there's a lot of provisions made, all for the benefit of employees, which is pretty cool. They also mention the end of service gratuity, which shall be calculated according to the basic wage with a wage of 21 days. Basically just like making sure that people are aware of the end of service gratuity for each of the first 5 years, and a wage of 30 days for each subsequent year. So yeah, there's a whole lot there. Take it from us and then head on to Lovin Dubai to read the full update. Yes. But like I said, it's all related to our welfare, and Simran touched on it briefly in terms of like harassment policies, anti-bullying policies in the workplace. There's so much there. It's really great news for employees in the UAE.
Really it is. And just the point that overtime is going to be more regulated, that's great news, because like we spoke about very recently of like call centers and how they do overtime, and not all of them get paid for working overtime, and the extra wages that's not granted to them. So maybe this will regulate it a lot more. Not only that, but like obviously condensed work week.
So there's a point that I'm not very clear on, and there is a point about a condensed. Oh yeah, and so the shared work model is something that's going to come into play, which basically would allow you to Now this is from the government. So one would be to work your 40 hours in a 3-day week. Now this would be of course, as long as it's permitted by your employer. So this isn't like blanket rule for everyone. It needs to be a contractual agreement with you and your employer, or a shared work model. So for example, me and Simran could say, hey, we want to do 2 days, 3 days, half the salary. So it's not like we would get the full salary, but you would work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. No, I'll work Sunday, Monday, and then you. But we would have to be in agreement, and then we would split our wage.
Yeah, I mean,
and then someone else would have to do the other 2 days. I don't know.
Like you said, it works a lot. I mean, works great for teachers and those like new parents, new moms, new dads who want to kind of split and be more flexible with their work timings and work schedule.
This is the thing, because I know in what I thought of immediately, and I'm sure there are other industries that do it quite commonly, but in the UK and Ireland, sharing work models for teachers, especially when they're new moms or dads, is quite a common thing, because it allows much more flexibility. And there's one other thing about employers are not permitted to hold your documents, which is quite important. They also cannot ensure that you leave the country after your contract with them ends. So for example, if an employer is holding your document, they're not allowed to do that. And also when your contract ends, you are permitted to have your documents and look for other employment opportunity in the country rather than leaving the country. There's so much there. Check it on Lovin Dubai. Vaishnavi wrote a fantastic summary of it, because it gives you all of the key details. And I know you had questions, but I think they will come
as time goes.
As and when. Yeah. But yesterday was the big announcement, and we'll get more key information as the time rolls out.
It is brilliant. Like every day we hear news about the UAE evolving its regulations, its rules and laws, and now this just makes things so much flexible for people in the work field. And we will move on to our next story, which is Dubai police saved the day after a 5-year-old lost his prized Expo passport. Now, a 5-year-old Hassan Ali Abbas lost his precious Expo 2020 Dubai passport, and the little boy and his mother had been to the Expo 8 times ever since it opened in October. And every time Hassan visited, the young chap carried his passport along with pride, getting it stamped in like all the pavilions he went to and visited. And so after collecting over 70 stamps on his passport, Hassan, was completely heartbroken when he ended up misplacing it. And the worst part is that after losing the passport, Hassan and his mom went back to over 60 places that they had visited the same day.
Wow.
How even how? But anyway, however, the passport was found to be found nowhere.
So what Hassan's mother did was she contacted the Dubai police, who promptly helped Hassan's mother, Farida Al Abbas, get in touch, who in turn communicated with the Expo staff. Now, Dubai police brought his smile back in a very special way. The Dubai police and Expo came together and gave the little boy a new passport with the fresh stamps already there. Besides, they also gave Hassan a season pass to the World Fair, so he can keep going back. How cute is that? I love those stories.
Never mind.
I'll do it.
Oh, but yeah.
This is why I went to school, to learn this. Oh.
You just put us to shame. Damn.
Mine's not bad.
Yeah.
What an amazing story, though. Like, this is what I feel like our platform sometimes does, is we cover like local community news, and to some people, you know, what is news? But this little boy just put a smile on his face, and it's like
it's the little things like this.
Little things.
And just going one step further and giving him a season pass, like knowing how keen the boy and the family is to visit Expo 2020 so regularly. But imagine, like, honestly, I would think a billion times before calling the police and going like, my little boy lost his Expo 2020 passport, you know.
But she contacted Expo staff first, who did this and did this and did this. So
okay.
It was like a rolling communication. I can't imagine she expected that level of attention, because you don't.
Yeah.
You think that's it. It's like when you lost your favorite teddy when you're younger, your parents are like, you know, they make a fuss, but also it's like, okay, that's not coming back. You don't expect that level of attention, but Dubai sometimes makes that happen. And for a child who was ramping up the Expo memories, this is one that he's just not going to forget. So I just think it's super cute.
It really, like you said, these are the small things that stay with you. Because my sister, when she was really young, she went to Disneyland and she lost her Mickey Mouse hat. And we went to the store saying we lost it. Is there anything that can be done? And they replaced it for her.
Oh, cute.
It was so cute. And she always remembers that. Like, that's her memory of this, like, just how generous they were. And now anyone visiting Expo and like small things like this are just taken care of. And like, not only did he get the passport back with all the stamps, he also got like the season pass. It's like, it really sticks with you. And like, just the generosity of the city, of the people and the customer service.
I've seen pictures of you at Disneyland when you were younger. Aren't they super cute? Are you wearing Mickey Mouse ears?
We all were, yeah.
That's adorable.
Those are the pictures I just keep reposting.
Very nice. Speaking of travel to some places, Etihad has allowed pets to fly with their owners. Big news for pet parents, particularly cats and dogs can now accompany owners in the cabin with Etihad at an extra cost. So before you fly, as per with us humans, the pet's documentation must be in order, which is standard, before the beginning of the flight. And as with everywhere in Dubai, there will be height restrictions and weight restrictions on the animal. And when I say everywhere, I don't mean on humans, I mean for animals. If you have quite a big dog, sometimes they can't get into places, which is tricky. But and of course, there are further travel conditions according to the national. But big news if you're looking to travel anywhere with Etihad to and from Dubai. This was actually an update on their website that's been there for a little while, but we're just kind of talking you through it this morning.
This is huge.
This is big.
Huge news. I absolutely adore this. How, like, you can travel with your pets now. They're at ease, you're at ease, the world is at ease. If you're at ease, the stuff is at ease. Like, it's just, it works out for everyone involved.
And I do think it just makes Dubai, in terms of pet friendly, is 50-50. There's a lot of, as a pet parent, I've never mentioned that before in the show. There is a lot of places that you can't bring your dog, but I think,
dog?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, tell me more.
Why she's not on this Facebook feature, I do not know. I should have. Usually, I try like sneak her in to things on Lovin. You'll spot her.
Goose, is it?
Stop. Goose has a couple of mentions on Lovin. So Goose, I've lost my train of thought totally. Oh yeah. So the city is. There's a lot of places that you can't bring your pets to, but I do think that Etihad allowing this not even opens up the conversation more, but just kind of normalizes having animals, I guess, in closed confined spaces. Of course, as owners, you need to be very responsible in this situation. Like, 100%. I can't imagine Goose is going to be very comfortable on a flight. So I'm not sure if I would put her through that because she's just like that type of anxious temperament. But for pet parents who want to travel and they don't want their doggo or kitty to be in the closed cabin. It's a great initiative by Etihad to open that up.
It really is, but I mean, I get your point of like her having anxiety and she feeling nervous when traveling. But you know, like obviously when people relocate, they don't have that option, and it's great. Like I mean, there is that height and weight restriction, but then those with smaller pets, smaller cats, smaller dogs, they would be more nervous leaving their pets in that just that separate area for, you know, like where pets travel, that the separate storage area or something. So because there are bigger dogs and bigger animals, and they might just scare the smaller ones, and a lot of times like the aggressive temperament comes out, and then the smaller ones get really scared, and then
sometimes the small ones scare the big ones.
Yes, very rarely.
No, there's like small dog. If you see if you see little tiny dogs sometimes in the dog parks, they are very loud, and they'll make their presence. No, it just depends on the dog.
True.
Yeah, they bark and they bark, and they're like little wind up dolls. They're going around like scaring everyone. And, yeah. It totally depends on the temperament of each dog, I do think.
Oh my god, I need to send you this one Instagram page I found of this one really aggressive Chihuahua called Nikki. Anyone heard of Nikki?
No.
The Chihuahua? Oh my god. Oh my god. I need to share it with you today.
Okay. On that note, animals not aggressive. Great that we're opening up more avenues for animals to explore.
We love animals. But moving on, I just hope they make Expo dog friendly. Anyway, but go to Expo for just 45 dirhams. Now you heard that right. Adults can get a weekday ticket for just 45 dirhams, and that's half price on weekdays. Now it's valid from Sunday to Thursday until the end of the month, and features 10 smart queue bookings for participating pavilions and attractions, so you can skip waiting in the long lines, which is perfect for if you want to visit during the busy periods and still get a lot done. Now, a few key bits for visitors attending Expo to take note of: if you're vaccinated and 18 years and above the age of 18, you must present proof of at least one dose of any COVID vaccine recognized by any Expo 2020 participating country or the World Health Organization. Now, if you are vaccinated and 18 above, yeah, so that's that. That's what
you need to be aware of. Those are the details.
And PCR tests are free of charge at the DHA Expo 2020 PCR testing facility for unvaccinated visitors aged 18 and above who have a one-day ticket, adult students, seniors, and or companions of people with determination, or a multi-day pass. Now, adults, students, seniors, and companions of determination also can avail that. Yeah.
As you guys know, Expo is fabulous. We talk about it quite regularly on the show because just if you haven't been, it's the time to go. And I feel like every month they introduce a certain pass that makes it more budget friendly, even though it's even not that expensive. So usually an adult ticket is 95, but until the end of the month you can go for 45 dirhams a day. Now what I would really suggest is just get a season pass, because the number of times that you can go to free concerts, like I feel like I've missed so much. Like I have FOMO from Expo. Whenever I see someone at a concert, I'm like, wish I was there.
Could have been that. That could have been me.
That could have been me. And like there's so many great restaurants to explore, like little nooks and crannies. We actually wrote a nice list on I wrote it, but it's a really informative list on all of the places to eat and drink at Expo, and they're all like places from around the world that you'll never get the opportunity. There's like the first burrata bar.
Oh wow!
It's a burrata bar in the UAE has opened there. There's like there's amazing restaurants that you need to book ahead of time in the sustainability section. Like they all sound amazing, and so there's just so much to do and see. So 45 dirham a ticket.
on
get
weekdays.
yours
Really,
on
like
weekdays,
it makes it so convenient. Like if you're going on
until the end of the
weekdays,
month.
yes, until the end of November.
Do let us know what you think about the labor laws. I saw a comment come through from Shireen on Facebook, but my comment's not showing it anymore. But,
Or Shireen?
No, a different Shireen.
Okay.
But do let us know your thoughts, your feedback, any suggestions. Are you happy with them? But we're going to jump into our next segment of the show. We're going to be joined by a fitness influencer who's found a new way to bring out your wild side. Salma Ismail will be joining us very shortly, so stay tuned. Lovin Extra is here. This is the new membership, and while absolutely nothing changes for our readers, extra members get access to premium content, exclusive competitions, and first look for tickets and access to the coolest events across the city, and Lovin merch. If you subscribe right now, a very cool Lovin Red Eco Water bottle will be delivered to your door. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. We are now joined by someone who's wanting to bring out your wild side while working out. Salma Ismail, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me back on.
I know.
Remember last year.
What were we doing last time we spoke?
We were talking about the virtual training and the whole world of virtual, a move to all the virtual training stuff that was happening.
But it was quite fitting because I was doing it from my apartment when we were doing the Zoom interviews. And where were you at that time?
I was home.
Yeah,
doing it from my home. Yeah, so it was good.
And from virtual to non-virtual, do you think there's still a space for virtual trainings now that we're able to kick back into real life, I guess?
100%. There is, because first of all, you can reach people all over the world and people get to train their favorite trainers without having to physically be there. So it's always a good thing. I'm still doing like customized training programs for people online. But now that we're back to our studio, it feels good to have the human connection.
Sure. Well, we'll get into the studio in a second and the human connection, but just in terms of the online stuff, is it this, like, do you have that connection with people if you're not seeing them? Because I feel like with a PT, I need to know them. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I need someone to like tell me what's what, and I need them to actually get to know me more than anything. Yeah. So do you find you're able to do that with virtual classes?
I mean, yes, because if you, first of all, if you're with a trainer, they will spend time first getting to know you. So the first virtual meet is just having a conversation, getting to know the person in front of you. Okay. So you're comfortable and you become more aware of what the person in front of you needs. So I think it does work. I mean, I'm pretty hardcore on virtual as well, so they feel like they can't go anywhere on screen. So, but yeah, I think it will still do really well.
This is what I was going to ask. The next question was, what is your training style? You say you're hardcore. What does that mean? Does that mean you are messaging them, being like, hey, have you done your workout today?
No, like if I'm doing it on a video, means I'm just like, I won't let them get away with like skipping reps. But everyone, that's what I mean when I say hardcore. But yeah, everyone goes on their own pace. I'm just like really more attentive to not letting anyone slack.
And what if someone doesn't show up?
On virtual?
In any class, I wonder.
I mean,
it's like a personal...
Yeah, I mean, at our team, Salma team, we're very connected with our clients. We know if they don't come. So we always give them a call, give them a message. That little extra little push really does bring them back. And I think that's very important with anyone. It's like to be more aware of why they're not coming. What is it that they need to keep them motivated? I think that's very important.
Let's move into the Salma. Well, actually, usually we give people a brief round robin of who you are. And of course, we've spoken to you before. But just in case our audience is new to you, let us know a little bit about what you do. What's your day-to-day life like?
Okay. So we have a company called Salma, and it's founded by my husband, Osama Faour, and myself. Fortunately, couldn't be here today, but he put his extensive experience in business development and strategy into the company, and I brought my fitness experience in it. And we have the studio. I've been running women-only classes for the past 5 years. And now we have added a new program to our Salma training programs. Okay. And that's what we want to discuss today because it's something new. It's interesting. People sure not really aware of it. And we specifically wanted to launch it in the Dubai Fitness Challenge month because this month is all about celebrating movement.
And celebrating getting out and getting your 30 in a fun way, because that's something I know some of my friends struggle with. It's like, we want to work out, but also we want to find something that's like we're actually enjoying. So tell us about the new movement that people may not be aware of.
So it's called Animal Flow. Animal Flow was founded by a fitness coach called Mike Fitch, and it's a fluid way of moving using your body weight, and it enhances your coordination, your mobility, your strength, your flexibility. Some people see it as a form of meditation. Some people also see it as a cross between yoga, breakdancing, parkour, and gymnastics. It's all put together.
Okay. Sounds like it needs rhythm.
It does not need rhythm.
Interesting.
It's a fluid way of moving, and that's why I was saying some people see it as a form of meditation. It's based on. It all comes down to how you want it to be, and that's what I love about it, is that you can tailor it to suit your own goals. And that's where the idea of Power Flow by Salma came up. Is I took from it, first of all, when they do the workshops in Dubai, like once or twice a year, if I'm not mistaken. And then that's when my husband and I went and got the workshop. And then there's an extensive course following with it that if you want to get certified and be an instructor, you can go ahead and do it. And there's a whole practical exam and everything. So I definitely went and did that.
Okay.
And what I love about it is that you can take from it what you want. You can either flow, or you can take some of those movements and tailor into the program. So Power Flow is it's a 3-class series. One of them is completely Animal Flow choreographed follow-along class, where you learn the language, learn the movements. The second class is HIIT Flow, which it's a combination between different types of exercises that people are more familiar with. And then we mix it with Animal Flow movements. It keeps it a little bit more challenging. Talk to me
about these Animal Flow movements, because I've seen one video and it was quite animalistic.
Yes.
Can we like do a little bit of a sample here?
Well,
can we do it sitting down?
It would need. There's always this is also the thing. There's always one limb on the floor, right? So it takes you back to the human animal of you, you know. And also what I love about it is the constant connection that you have with your mind, your body, and earth, because you're moving on the floor. And it really does make you move better. And the great thing also about this is that you can do the Power Flow classes on its own, and that can be your only fitness program that you're following, or you can do it with whatever training program you're already on. It will just help you move better. And I come from a strength and conditioning background, so I was all on heavy weights. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, that looks interesting. What is that? And it just made me move so much better. Like I added to my strength and conditioning program.
This might sound like a basic question, but I just want to touch on the animal thing one more time. Yeah. Are you recreating animals? Is it like...
It is a lot.
In the video I see, like there's yoga / kind of like a quick movement,
yes.
like a roar.
Yes.
So are you making noises? Are you like letting out energy or no?
Not at all. No, it's letting out energy, yes, but that's with your breathing motions. But other than that is just really like you can put music on, you can do off the top of your head flows, as long as it connects. You can just see where you can connect in a more coordinated way.
So interesting.
It is very interesting, and what I wanted to do is include the exercise that people are more familiar with and include it into this program to create high intensity and fun and more dynamic workouts.
And is it let's say for example you mentioned there's 3 series, is that going to cover me totally? Should I be doing weights on the side? Should I be running on the side, or am I good just doing these?
Yeah, the 3rd class is kettle flow. I love kettlebells. We've added the kettlebell as the weight training program. So what I
find them tricky. I never go up in weight.
So what we do is that we teach you the technique, and we include some animal flow movements in it as well. So it's like a flow way of moving. So it can increase your strength. You can know how to use a kettlebell, and that's all in the series. So that's 3 days a week, and we're launching tomorrow, actually. We're doing actually a little small launch on Saturday. And for the Dubai Fitness Challenge, we're also offering 30% off on our 24 flow pack. And anyone can come and try the class first on for free. You can come try it out. We're running it at Raise Dubai, Raise Health and Fitness in Jumeirah Islands.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, in their beach club there. So yeah, it's an early morning class. It's a great way to move in the morning before your work.
What time?
So Saturday it's at 7:30 a.m.
Okay.
And then Sunday and Wednesday, it's at 7 a.m. And who will be conducting the classes, myself and also Coach Aida Talat, who's an amazing animal flow instructor and also a 270-hour yoga instructor, and with a strength and conditioning background. So
this sounds super cool, guys. If you want to give it a go, there's a free class ready and waiting.
Yes.
So do check it out, and I think we can put a link or the details in the comments
definitely.
afterwards.
Yes.
But congratulations to you and your husband. So this is another business from you guys. What's it like working side by side with your numero uno?
Well, honestly, so far it's been great.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously everyone has arguments on different perspectives, but what I think is making this one work is that he has his own experience that he's good at, like he's great at, which is the business development and the strategy behind it. And I stick to what I know and what I love to do. So we don't clash, because he does what he does and I'll do what I do, and then that's a great team.
But it's so interesting because it's just great to see entrepreneurs in the UAE doing what they love. What's kind of your favorite part of what you do?
Honestly, for me, it's connecting with people, because like during this, I've been in the health and fitness industry for the past 11 years. I've connected with so many women, and also doing something you love is just, there's nothing better than that. It's 100%. Like you go to work, this doesn't feel like work. It feels like you're just doing something that you love. So that's great. I would never take that for granted.
It's amazing. Well, shout out to you guys, especially for the Dubai Fitness Challenge deals that you're doing. I have to just jump in for us, as you guys know, with Lovin Dubai, we are also doing a Dubai Fitness Challenge. We want you to do squats, as many as you want. Ooh. Send us your videos. we had a time limit and we said 30 seconds, and then we're like, well, that's not that much. So send us your squat videos. Let us know how much you're doing. Tag us on Lovin Dubai, tag Dubai Fitness Challenge, and we'll reshare your videos. Thank you so much for your time, Salma, as always.
Thank you for having me.
And good luck to this super fun flow. I'm interested.
Power flow. Yes, please come and try it.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time, guys. That is it for us on the Lovin Dubai show. We're back with you every single weekday morning, same time, same place. Stay safe, wash your hands. Bye-bye. Guys, that is a wrap for the Lovin Daily. We are back same time, same place every weekday morning. And of course, don't miss the Lovin Show every Tuesday, where I chat with Dubai personalities. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and have a great day.